OpenAI recently launched 7 new feature releases on their dev day, and here's why you should care. Let's dive in. Some of these releases are actually pretty freaking cool. So starting with apps in ChatGPT. You can now chat with apps directly in ChatGPT, kind of like when a decade ago, Siri tried to let you use apps in Siri and it didn't really work very well. This also reminds me when Claude was making it really easy for you to connect different external apps using MCP servers. So I actually tried this with Figma and I went through the process. And what's kind of interesting is that it actually has you authenticate as a remote MCP server too. Now the results were not great, and I'm not surprised because this is kind of like a V1, but there seems to be there might be some potential here. What's also really cool is that they are releasing this apps SDK, which you can use to build your own apps. So I can imagine a lot of people doing some pretty crazy things here. Second is AgentKit. This is this entire collection of different tools that you can use to build agents. There's a visual agent builder. There's this ChatKit that's kind of like an embeddable chat interface. There's evals. They also introduced reinforcement fine-tuning, which allows you to fine-tune some of their reasoning models to make them really, really good at things like tool calls, which of course are super important when you're building agents. Third, Sora 2 and the API. Sora 2 is the latest text-to-video model that OpenAI has that generates videos, and some of the results that I've seen on social media and in their different blog posts have been pretty freaking impressive. Moving on, Codex is now generally available. This is kind of like their version of Claude Code. There's a new Slack integration, so you can just add Codex and have it do things for you. Finally, a couple model releases, GPT-5 Pro, which is really good at reasoning, and 2 models, which are cheaper versions of existing models, GPT-realtime-mini, which is a version of their voice model, and GPT-image-mini, which is a version of their image generation model. So what do I find most exciting? I'm curious about Codex, but I use Claude Code all the time, so it's going to take me a while to actually move onto Codex if I want to. Might try it out. I'm also super excited about AgentKit. It looks really powerful. I'm definitely going to try that one out. So probably AgentKit wins. I'm Diana, and I break down tech startups and AI without the hype. I'll see you next time.